So one of my to-dos was to do the inspection on the goldenrods, which is that 3-box mini-hive, and this is the one that's swarming. So, dang it all, they're going, looks like, as Darcy pointed out, they're all kids are watching from the window, but looks like they're heading up to that branch right above the power line there. A couple branches, oh gosh, they're all up in the various branches in the tree. So tomorrow, so we're leaving tomorrow for Honey of the Hills conference, and I was gonna bring some mini hives to sell. They've been doing very well, but they do grow fast in the spring. And we've been really, really busy lately, and I have been seriously neglecting these hives. I think I put an extra box on about a month ago, so I knew we were gonna be in trouble. Anyway, I don't know if you can see the amount of bees here. Wow, they're on the rock. There's a bunch there by the pond on the rock. They're kind of landing everywhere. Interesting. Well, I guess we could say the one blessing is they're landing in my tree and not the neighbors. That's always my biggest fear, is that they're going to end up in the neighbors. So interestingly, everything's calmed down a bit. There are still some bees up there. They never formed a whole ball, but they were starting to sort of congregate on that branch. And I came out to look because I'm like, where are they all? They're not as many in the air. Looks like they've gone back to they're on 2 hives here. But looks like they're going back home, sort of. So maybe it was a practice run. Maybe we're in luck, because this will be a lot easier. I don't have the time today. Since we're leaving tomorrow, I was gonna load up the truck, get all the boxes loaded up. I was gonna do make some splits on these hives today. So the honeysuckles right there, I was figuring they may need another box, but I was gonna just check for swarm cells. I definitely was gonna do something with goldenrods, because I knew they've been busy. And then Darcy's hive over there, the tulips, they also need attention. So I was gonna take care of doing this today, load up for the conference, and go check fuzzy nuggets and camellias, which are at the farm, my large regular size colonies. And so the swarm was really not something I really needed today. And so if they just come all back home, and then I can maybe catch them here and relocate them and make them think they've swarmed, then excellent. Way easier than dealing with them in a tree. So maybe this will be our lucky day, because the bees and the timing are never that great, actually. Looks like, so I'm just looking to see if I see a queen over here. Probably not, but see. Okay. They're waiting. Maybe she just hasn't come out yet. That may be what the deal is. They may just be waiting for her to exit. There are bees everywhere. The sound is beautiful. If I just put an empty box next to them, would they just go in there, I wonder? I guess not without the queen. Really interesting, I wonder, because I have my swarm trap over here. I think I could just put it next door. Maybe they'll march in. Let's just see what happens.
Dad, these goldenrods, I think it's a swarm.
I know.
We're not gonna let this
You know,
happen.
I've been pretty neglectful this past month on these bees, honestly, haven't I?
But we're not gonna let this happen if we can help it.
Right. We always want to do what we can. We have the swarm trap ready. But, and there's some bees that have been going inside there. I just saw 3 or 4 of them go in.
Oh, I saw one come out.
Did you?
Yeah.
So what we want them to do is to go in and take measurements
And tell them.
and then come back and tell them.
Kind of like if, you know when we looked in a new house?
Right?
It's kind of like that.
Exactly. They're going in with the, like, going in to check it out and see if it's going to be big enough. And then they go back and tell everybody else. They'll do the waggle dance and lead them in. But, and you know, think about it. It's not the queen that makes the decision, right?
Yeah.
It's the workers that do.
You would think.
What? I haven't. They came out of the tree and back onto the hive themselves. So either the queen hasn't come out and they're waiting for her to come out, or who knows. Yeah. Yeah, they've all come back down, and we put the swarm trap right next to it, and some bees have gone in to take measurements, I'm assuming. So, I don't know.
Fast goldfish, look, it's down by there. The reddest one.
Oh, yeah.
Longer than the others and bigger.
Oh, yeah.
I think that one's been catching the most mosquitoes.
Yes. I got two girls, one girl now.
But
Where'd she
they
go?
just want to go rest.
Yeah, they've been flying around like crazy. She's probably exhausted.
Ryan, don't worry, they're chill. Maybe you can get up close if you want.
Yeah, so, well, I've been just keeping my eye out, see if we see the queen. And I don't know what to do right now because I don't know whether to go to the fuzzy nuggets and camellias or hang out here and try to deal with this.
Yeah, there's a couple scouts going in there.
Yeah, I see I got everything over there to take over to the fuzzy nuggets and camellias to add supers, check for things there. And then this happened. And we are limited on time and limited on warm hours and daylight and everything. It's, what time is it, Brian? It's about 3? 2:30. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'll go ahead and head over there. Because I don't think there's much until everybody lands. And they are almost landed, that's the thing. Yeah. Bunch on the grass. I've been looking to see if I see a queen down there. There's another bunch in the grass over here.
See you later, Mama.
Okay, honey. Okay. And they're all, a lot of these are fanning. Okay. This was an exciting day yesterday. Well, exciting and sad. Just to recap, goldenrod swarmed into this tree and then they came back. What ended up happening was the queen landed in the grass in a clump that Darcy then found right before nightfall. We didn't even know, so she would have frozen last night. But we ended up getting that queen, putting her in fuzzy nuggets, who we thought had lost their queen. They had, both camellias and fuzzy nuggets were at the farm, and they had nearly, well, most of them had starved to death. There was maybe a couple hundred bees that were in torpor in the last throes of life yesterday when I brought them back. We gave them some syrup And the camellias have made a recovery a little bit. There's not many bees in there.
We saved the queen.
But in the meantime, Brian found Fuzzy Nugget's queen, who was all in torpor, and we thought that they were all dead except for a couple hundred bees. Found the queen on a frame by herself, and he brought her in the house last night because we didn't have time. It was dark and everything was a mess. So it was so confusing what all that was happening. We had given them the queen that Darcy had found on the grass and a couple frames of bees. So the goldenrod's queen is in here with Fuzzy Nuggets. The Fuzzy Nuggets queen got moved in with the camellias, whose queen had died. And we put her in, Brian brought her out of the kitchen, and they are cleaning her up. So this isn't their queen, but they've accepted her, and we figured, you know what? Nobody has much life left, so we might as well give it a shot and see what happens, because the queen wasn't going to make it without anybody taking care of her.
They look really happy because they're gonna...
I know. What we do need to do, we're heading out to the conference today, but what would be ideal is to give them all some more bees. But hopefully they can all hang on for another, 4 days. I don't know. Maybe we can give them some insulation or something.
They've drained one of the things.
I think it's all dripped out the bottom.
Oh.
Maybe not. I didn't fill this all. Oh my gosh, yeah. This wasn't that much syrup.
Is the queen still in that clump?
Yeah, she's in that clump down there.
I can't even see her dot. They're so happy. You see that?
Oh, I'm so glad that all these bees came back to life.
They were from basically dead. You could hardly even tell to there.
Yeah. I'd like to shake some more bees in here.
We can't really do that before we have to go, though.
And they will have to wear a suit.
But I think they'll be okay. If they have a queen, we're only going to be gone for 4 days.
They have syrup.
And one of those days is today.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can put some insulation on.
And maybe the queen can lay some eggs.
Yep. Well, they just need to eat for right now.
Gosh, they really enjoy her.
I know. I'm so glad to see that.
I really like the camellias because they're very
Do you
calm.
see your dot? See your yellow dot?
Yep.
And the reason, so the camellias had a
very
greenish
nice.
dot, and that's the one that I saw die. So I know we've had a lot of confusion between these two colonies and who's where, but this is definitely Fuzzy Nuggets. The Fuzzy Nuggets queen.
They're just so nice to her.
We're trying to fan.
That's why I like
they're
camellias.
so
'cause
happy.
They're usually very calm and look at them. They're fanning her.
Yeah. All right, let's get them covered up so they can be warm.